Woo, child, there's one thing a man does and does well, and that's cheat his way out of a good job, a happy home, and possibly even his freedom.
This man is supposedly married with 3 daughters and just threw everything away for a work wife. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is your man, Brandon Geo, one half of Residual Impact. Hey, yo, check it. This is a story of what could happen to you if you don't stop thinking with your little head. We talked about this time and time again on this channel about how having D-discipline is super important, gentlemen. Stop thinking with your little head because one day it could get you into plenty of trouble. Now, this is a story of how the lack of D-discipline could cost you everything. Don't believe me? Just ask University of Michigan's former head coach, Sherrone Moore.
Breaking news in the Sports Center. Michigan has fired their head football coach, Sherrone Moore, for cause. School said an investigation found that he had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Moore had been suspended for 3 games, given a 2-year show cause order for his part in the school scouting and sign stealing investigation. Our Adam Schefter joins us now. Adam, what more can you give us on this news just coming in?
Well, Brian, I can tell you, having spoken to various members of the football program, the coaches were called in and told that Sherrone Moore was being fired. They then were calling in the team to tell them the same news. And then a short time ago, Michigan Athletic Director Ward Manuel released a statement that you read a part of, where essentially it says that following a university investigation, credible evidence was found that Coach Moore engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. The conduct constitutes a clear violation of university policy, and Michigan maintains zero tolerance for such behavior. Biff Poggi has been appointed head football coach in an interim capacity, effective immediately, and obviously there will be a lot more to this story that comes to the forefront in the days and weeks to come. But what we do know now is that Michigan becomes the latest school to join a long line of them to make a head coaching change in what has been a tumultuous season in college football. Michigan now will have to go find a new football head coach to take over for Sherrone Moore. Sherrone Moore obviously will move on from the university. It's been a difficult situation for everybody. People involved in the program are surprised. One staff member texted me that he's completely shocked by this particular situation, but Sherrone Moore is the latest big-name college football head coach to now be out.
All right, Michigan fires Sherrone Moore, Biff Poggi, the interim head coach for the time being. Adam Schefter with the latest. Thank you.
Now, that was from a few days ago. Former University of Michigan head coach Sherrone Moore was fired from his job recently for allegedly having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. This man is supposedly married with 3 daughters. And this man, of course, was not thinking with the bigger head. He was thinking with the little head. And he was allegedly creeping with a staff member who was very close to him at work. So those of you who are out there who have work wives, you may want to cut that out, especially if you have actual wives at home. I'm just saying. If you guys have made it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you never miss when we upload a new video for you. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. It's completely free and it goes a long way.
Also, don't forget to leave a comment because we like to hear from y'all. We want to know what y'all think. Is the video good? Does it suck? Did you learn something from it? Just say hello. Put a smiley face. I don't care. Just write something. Interact. Communicate. We like those things.
Now back to the video. And not too long after he was fired from his job, Sherrone just got into even more trouble.
Police in Michigan are investigating an alleged assault, and a prosecutor is reviewing charges against former University of Michigan football coach Sherrone Moore. The university says Moore was fired after an investigation found credible evidence that he was engaged in a, quote, inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Let's bring in CBS News national correspondent Jericka Duncan live for us tonight. Jericka, what do we know about Moore's arrest?
Well, we're learning new details based on some audio that has been released on Broadcastify. And I'm just looking at something we learned recently where One of the 911 operators is saying, according to our victim here, he did put a knife to his throat and ran off. Then it goes on to say he walked out with several knives and that there was a mention about U of M. So this is giving us a little bit more information about what may have allegedly transpired when police arrived at this home where they arrested him. Remember, this came on the same day that he was fired. Officials at the University of Michigan saying that he was fired because he had an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. We've, of course, reached out to his family to see if he had any comment. We have not heard back from him. But as of right now, he is behind bars at a county jail. And we're also learning that he's expected to be arraigned tomorrow. Officials tell us that he has not formally been charged with anything, but that they would release that information after the arraignment, which is expected tomorrow afternoon. So people that I've spoken to, a longtime voice of the Wolverines, Jim Brandsetter, said this is devastating to that program just because there have been a number of scandals. If you've been following the University of Michigan football team over the years, it's a coveted role to be the head coach. In this case, Moore was making, I think, $5.5 million a year. Wow. So this is all eyes on Michigan because of what it represents, not just to Ann Arbor, to Michigan University, but the conference as a whole, to college football as a whole. And many that I know who were either have interviewed him before or have been in close proximity to him say they don't understand it, but it is quite the downfall. This is a married man with at least one daughter that we know of that he's spoken of on his social media page. And a lot of students have expressed being concerned and devastated. The team has a game at the end of the month, the Citrus Bowl. But a lot of folks that we've spoken to throughout the day just trying to gain more information about what exactly happened said they are completely shocked by this news.
Yeah, so according to that news report, he was making roughly $5.5 million a year. And I believe he had a 5-year contract. That's 30 mil. He blew a $30 million opportunity in his career for a piece of work, Coochie. Stupid. Listen, this is what I'm talking about, fellas. Again, this is not the first time we've talked about head coaches getting fired for affairs. If you guys have been rocking with us for years, you would know that we talked about Ime Udoka, former Boston Celtics head coach who was dating Nia Long and had an affair while he was at work, and he got fired from the Celtics. And of course, he wasn't the first head coach to do this. Listen, there are plenty of head coaches out there who are getting top from people at work, I'm sure. However, that does not make it right. You guys got to stop thinking with the little head and start using this head up here because, again, y'all could lose everything. And this is for anybody who's ever going to be in a position of power, just like these gentlemen, both Sherrone Moore and Ime Udoka and any other head coach who has been in a cheating scandal and potentially got fired or any other punishment that they've received. But aside from that, man, Sherrone's life at this point is over. This man just threw everything away for a work wife. You gonna blow some money over a broad?
Here, just take my balls. She took your balls.
You're married, man. What are you doing throwing your life away? And then, to make matters worse, you get arrested the day that you got fired? Let's hear what others had to say about this.
Do these guys not think they're going to get caught, or do they simply just not care? Because let me get this straight. Jim Harbaugh flees the University of Michigan, goes to the NFL to coach the LA Chargers, and avoids all punishment from a cheating scandal at the University of Michigan. So Sherrone Moore, one of his assistants, gets promoted, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be the head football coach at the University of Michigan. But clearly the opportunity wasn't so important to Sherrone Moore because in his second season, he gets fired for having inappropriate relations with a staff member. I truly just don't understand. This guy was handed what many would consider a top 5 job in all of college football. Not to say he didn't deserve it, but if the cheating situation didn't happen, Harbaugh may have never left for the NFL, and then he just blows it all up. I simply just can't relate. I don't get it. I cannot put myself in this situation. I really can't. But I'm genuinely convinced the University of Michigan Athletic Department is some kind of simulation because the amount of drama and scandal for decades that this program faces is just not a coincidence. As if there's not already enough drama in college football.
You're a dumbass. Oh. You can't be that damn stupid, man. I don't feel sorry for him. You a dummy. Oh. You got a wife and you got kids and you care about messing with somebody else over your family. How dumb can you be? And then you get caught and you want people to show empathy towards what you got going on. Don't do what you did. Oh. Get her pregnant, have an abortion. I'm going to double her salary. Like I don't have sympathy for dumb shit. Like, you're an adult, and this is what you chose to do. You're not sorry about what happened. You're sorry you got caught. And then now you want to garner sympathy. Oh, I'm going to do this to you, and I'm going to do this to myself. No, you not.
Gentlemen, I leave it up to you. I want to hear your thoughts down below on this crazy situation. I can't even wrap my head around it because ain't no way I'm going to blow a huge bag over some work coochie. I'm not going to do it. So, hey, let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys have made it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you never miss when we upload a new video for you. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It's completely free, takes a second of your time, and it helps the channel out tremendously. Last but not least, be sure to leave your comments down below because we definitely need to talk about this one. What would you do if you were in Sherrone's situation? Would you have done the same thing that he did by creeping on your wife with another woman at work? Do you think he wouldn't have got caught? 5.5 mil a year? That's a lot of money to blow over some work box. Hey, what would you gentlemen have done? Let me know. Thank each and every single one of you for tapping in today. You know I cannot leave without saying where you are today is a residual outcome of the thoughts you had in the past. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. And we'll be back with another one pretty soon. Peace.